Hello everybody and welcome back to another Lantern Rite event video. My goodness, my brain blanked out so much. Anyways, we are going to continue the second one. I feel like there's going to be a third one. I don't know, but I feel like this usually have in like 3. And I'm still doing this extremely late, so you know, speed run. It's just speed run. It's mostly just how much I can fit in the video than for editing wise. So we're just gonna keep throwing things in. Today brought to you by Strawberry Ramen. Actually, that sounds like I'm a sponsor. I'm not a sponsor. that's what I'm drinking. Keep me sane.
What's the hurry?
Late response I had for that. As you can tell, I'm responding later than usual to things. Or my response time probably won't be the same. Madam Ping! And last time I was starting to zone out.
Whoa, Madam Ping and Cloud Retainer?
They used to be friends.
You made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Yeah, and you guys were friends. Why are you making me do it?
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
One, Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
What? Wow.
All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life.
And you're that Adeptus, lucky Madam Ping.
Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter.
The flowers change in the background, or I'm dumb.
Time ago that was.
I shouldn't be focusing on that.
I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief.
To her, a mortal life would be like
She has
5
proven
years.
herself right once again.
Who's she?
Who else other than Guizhong?
Guizhong. From the look in
Guizhong.
Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So...
She made the Guizhong Ballista. That's great.
Once upon a time,
That's how we met
she
Kaching
said
and
to
the
me
others.
that humans were
Well,
a weak
no,
form
that's
of
like
life
before. Wait,
that she
after.
wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them. And a human who has reached their full potential, may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
She's keeping it for sentimental value, but it's making it seem like it's because of a huge accomplishment. I mean, it is a huge accomplishment, but making it just seem like it's like a trophy when it's just more sentimental.
When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Well, she's been through a lot in her time. She lost her best friend. She saw her dead corpse. I feel like anyone else would be very sad.
Of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music!
The festival with Dvorak.
What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did.
True.
And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. That is not
Aww.
to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that, even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the Lantern Rite stage to the youth of today.
Dang, Madam Ping.
Sure.
She is progressive while going through grief.
Granny!
Whoa, what's everyone doing here?
Hey, Enfei.
Something bad happen?
We're just talking about a heavy subject.
No. Everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Oh, that's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some work to do at Yuehai Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Besties!
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
Isn't like the depth is such a big thing, so I'm wondering how nobody, like any of like the humans there and everything, are like, oh my gosh, is that the Adeptus Cloud Retainer? Is that the Adepti Cloud Retainer? Oh my god, like aren't they basically like famous?
I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you.
Am I wrong? Are they not famous?
Goodness knows I
Xiao's an
need to practice
Adeptus,
it
but he's more
first.
known for the Yaksha.
Wow, that'd be great.
Ganyu, well,
Forward to
actually, if they're here, then they must know about Adeptus, because Ganyu and Yunfei
When that time
are like
comes,
half Adeptus, or
wherever her
not.
spirit may be
are-
among
yeah,
the
half
countless
Adepti.
grains of sand and
So they should be able
specks of
to.
dust between the
Yeah, I feel like they'll
harbor
be like
and the
normal here, but
mountains.
I mean, Cloud Retainer, which is full on
She will look at the
Adeptus.
Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Very prosperous.
Ping,
I want to see what they'll say.
what say you to convening more often in the future?
That would be quite wonderful. But I must say, after all this time, I've grown quite accustomed to the harbor. When we are to meet, I shall have to trouble you to make the journey to the city.
You sound just like Shenhe. The child is constantly telling one all sorts of stories from the city, as if one was partial to them.
Have you ever considered moving to the city, Cloud Retainer?
Oh my gosh, Cloud Retainer is moving to the
There are
city.
plenty of people here to talk to.
Cloud Retainer in the
I
city.
think you would find
Or
it
Cloud
quite
Retainer in
an
Liyue
antidote to the
Harbor.
monotony of solitude. And if you looked around, I suspect you would find some young minds with an interest in the mechanical arts. Some of them even worth training.
We shall see.
I want to see more of this friendship. This is very wholesome. Especially after, like, the very depressing subject matter. It seems very wholesome, that friendship. I mean, a lot of things in this game is wholesome, of course. But, you know, after such a heavy subject matter. One of those. Wasn't Lantern Rite supposed to celebrate? Yeah, because we came... That's right. We technically came here in the first Lantern Rite. But then it was supposed to be... No, that was the Rite of Dissension. That wasn't Lantern Rite. That was the Rite of Dissension. Wait, where is he? Oh. That was the Rite of Dissension. That's right. Where, you know... Morax, aka... Well, Rex Lapis is supposed to come down and go... and bless them and everything. Yeah, I totally sang the Little Mermaid's theme. What? Totally sang... What? I just confused myself. Can I walk on this? Yay! Alright, here we go. Sorry to leave you guys alone for so long. We found him, Mr. Dvorak. We found her, Mr. Dvorak.
Ah, and Kuchin's here too. Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep,
Really, really well.
swimmingly.
Person Mr. Dvorak was
Nobody
looking
uses
for.
swimmingly anymore. Why did I say that?
Are you serious?
Yep.
I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an Adeptus remembering her late friend?
Yep.
That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madame Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what
I guess she wanted to be how humans are like because Guizhang admired them so much.
Yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Speaking of, Madame Ping wishes you all the best at the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Huh. Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Relax, come on.
Okay. All right.
Everything gets messed up as soon as anxiety, you start worrying.
Please excuse me, everyone.
I mean, practice is always good. Practice makes perfect.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
See, here's the thing. What kind of confused me a little bit. Some of the events
We found out that music
seems to
can
be like almost a message or have some kind of teaching, you know, or more insight in something. Like, you know, this is supposed to be more teaching for music.
sad and bittersweet.
The other one before was about family,
Kind of memory
and I guess like found family, but more of like how
put you in touch with feelings from a totally
drinks or
different
food
time
or
and
just
place.
even the smells of something can bring back like a memory or can just be a way to remember someone. I think that was that wasn't Wind Bloom. I forgot what it's called, and even if I did remember, I would not be able to pronounce it because I know it was like full on German and I kept messing up so many times. Pretty much, though there was more to it than that.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
That should be everything taken care of, right? Oh, no, wait. Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no,
The nascent bamboo shoots. Made from nascent bamboo shoots.
Zhongli said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
Finally, let's go. I know exactly where it is. There. Here we go. I wonder if we're gonna see Zhongli and Hu Tao. Well, Hu Tao definitely has to be here. She's obviously in the banner of the thing. And it switched today! Hey, Yunjin, Xinyan, and Hu Tao.
Oh. All right, let's take a break here.
Oh yeah, I heard that they're performing together.
Oh wow, look who it is! Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight? Okay.
Wow.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow.
Practicing, obviously.
This open space.
performance.
A clear view of the mountains behind
The music.
and the sea in
Music
front.
performance.
Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible audience member?
Ghosts, spirits, dead people.
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong?
I like this trio. This trio's pretty good.
Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chorus, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Heck yeah!
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore! Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring, are you sure this'll be safe?
No, don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Yuhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Guys, Xinyan's a musician who has been doing this for
This one.
years now. Have you seen Zhongli, Director Who?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
So you want to see Cloud Retainer?
It's a pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here.
That's right, I forgot he loves how Xinyan's singing.
I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new. I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Oh, sure thing. I'm all ears.
Traveler in Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill.
Alright. Where's Mount Hulao again?
See Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
That sounds so wrong, but it's true though, actually.
Okay, everyone. I think that's a long enough break. Let's take it from the top, shall we? Ms. Eunice, such a strict mentor. These breaks aren't even long enough to have a sip of tea. Well, you were desperate to get involved, and this is what it takes. If I gave you half the chance, you'd be sipping tea till nightfall.
True.
Hey, how about I treat us all to some late night snacks once we're done? Hu Tao, what you craving?
How about some stir-fried filet with a side of crab roe tofu?
Where are we gonna find crab roe tofu so late at night?
It's in the middle of the day. I think it was supposed to be at night, but you know, it changed to day because of my
Now I'm hungry.
well, I don't know.
Let's knock this out in
The way how the time works in the game. Okay. That was cute. Going to Mount now, which is right over here. taking everything a minute to load. Oh my gosh, is that? Forgets names casually.
It's illuminated deer and illuminated bird number 2.
Paimon, this is why no one likes you. Greetings, everyone. Long time no see.
A familiar
Moon Carver,
face.
that's right.
Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Pretty good. Very lively.
It's great. But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Moon Carver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli, here you are. We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism. Is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Oh, and that's why she came all the way over here.
A cooking machine? Actually, never mind. She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
Like you changed her
I
name.
trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey.
Yes.
Excellent. The
Did
past
he know?
should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhongli, Huta told us to tell you something. She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival.
Yep.
As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
He just wants to eat more food.
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. I will examine it right away.
They still call him Rex Lapis.
The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and
It seems he was mostly in his human
The
form.
craftsmanship of this
The
machine
others
is
are
commendable
usually
indeed.
like in their Adeptus form, or
Since
I
you
would
came all
say,
this way,
I guess
you
Adeptus
should
form,
not
because
leave
there's human
empty-handed.
form
Please,
and Adeptus form.
take some soup.
Meanwhile,
It tastes most
Zhongli
exquisite while
has
still
a
warm.
dragon form and a human form. Yet, I wonder, is his human form just, you know, basically just what his dragon form looks like, but nice? That's what it is for the others, but then, I mean, I guess Venti is totally different
I
too.
intend to reminisce with my old friends for a while longer.
And then,
You ought to get back to Liyue Harbor.
yeah,
There
Raiden
is a
is
performance
just
you do not want to
Raiden.
miss.
See, it's weird trying to figure out what a lot of the rules are, you know, stable and everything, but like in each region, they have different rules. So, as we thinking like, you know, how Liyue rules might apply to something in Mondstadt or in Izuma, it really doesn't. They each kind of have their own little separate rules. And I mean, like, of course, they all still interwoven together, create general broad of rules, but I'm just saying, because, again, of just how they each have human forms, it could be just for, you know.
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置。
The year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao lantern, the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
There we go, it finally popped. Alright. That was honestly amazing. I love the I mean everything is such amazing. It's any of the cutscenes, especially that. I love the performance. It was short. I wish it was more of it. Like I wish if Genshin could become like a full version of it, of the song, because it sounded like really great. Everything looked like so amazing. The scenery with the lanterns against like the dark night sky, so beautiful. And the fact that like Shenhe wanted to do like, you know, with the lanterns, and Cloud Retainer was over here just like, I will make you the best. I'll make you the best Xiao lantern ever. Ever. You showed everyone how great it is. I love it when Cloud Retainer kind of is like a mother to them. It's so cute and adorable. The one with showing Xiao and Yao Yao, and with Baijo and Chi Chi. The one with Baijo and Chi Chi and Yao Yao just looks so cute. The I've noticed when Zhongli was sipping his tea, it was about the same when in I think it's his trailer. It was either the character demo or the trailer. I think it might have been the trailer. Yeah, where he was sipping tea before it goes into, because he was listening to the performance. So it was the same thing of that mirroring, and I like that mirror comparison. Probably people were like, how do you remember that, unless they're diehard fans of like Zhongli or something. I just remember a lot of details from a lot of things, especially if I'm really into it. And I liked how he's over here just hanging out. I liked how we got more of the Adepti, and the other ones we didn't really, and got focused on other characters, which is fine. But I liked how we got more of the Adepti, got explained with Guizhong, and just more of how the world is, because, you know, originally they kind of make you think that all the other Adeptus doesn't really know, except like possible handful, because if you go through the lines like Ganyu or Zhao. But I'm glad that they all know that he's still alive, and that they went to retire, and that they all went probably acting like he was dead, just so that if they had any hints leading on that he was still alive, you know, one of them might have, you know, any hint of the humans and everything. But honestly, I liked all of it. I always love Lantern Rite. Lantern Rite is still like one of my favorites.
Okay, now I need to get a move on and write my next song.
Listen to you. You only just fulfilled one lifetime dream. Are you really thinking about your next goal already?
Don't try to tell me you ain't the same way. I bet you've already thought up a name for your next opera, haven't you?
You know me too well, Xinyan. The Adeptus Seeking Voyage. How does that sound?
Oh,
I can't wait till the next Lantern Rite. This one is already so good,
I've also got just the
but I just can't wait to see what they do. And this is the first time I have it recorded, so, you know, hopefully it'll be much better everything next year, and everything will be much better high quality. Wait until the following night.
Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner!
Alright, I'm coming. It is currently the next night.
And we'll be meeting at Xinyue Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list.
Yep.
As parlor director. Always so generous. Come on, let's go.
I can't wait for the dinner.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the
Oh, we have
suggestion,
Xiangling,
Mr. Zhongli.
Xingqiu, Chongyun,
I
and
have all
of
noted
course
down.
Zhongli here.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli. But I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking.
He's well versed
too.
in everything. I don't know how he
It's
remembers
truly
every
an honor
single
to
thing.
make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
He does talk like he's very old,
You flatter us.
but they acknowledge that he's not that old.
If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here.
By me being antisocial for people, me. There's so much here. I can't deal with this. Oh my.
Happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite. Are you having fun?
I'm learning a lot.
Me too.
I already knew about the music stuff. This doesn't help me at all.
But this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
That's amazing.
Yep. And they asked us to pass
Shinya
on the
needs
season
more
3 to
spotlights.
everyone.
More
We
spotlights.
hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit
His
of a
face. He's just like, I'm done with you, Xiangling.
Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Hold on. Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try!
Everybody will be able to try. Just wait till everybody gets
He
here.
knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon.
We have 3 seats open. One is for Hu, Tao, and 2 other people.
Lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes, since we'll be dining together.
Why did we
the
sit
topic
so
of our
far away from
conversation
everyone?
revolved around cooking. Xiangling's
Like,
ideas
everyone is
are
so
truly
close to each other, and then we're just like
Her
so far
choices
away. I know
involve
it's like
ingredients
they
and
put us there
spices
for like a
are
reason for the game and
comparable to a
everything,
melody
but I
dancing
feel
on the
like,
tongue.
you know, Lumi just doesn't want to be close to people right now.
The icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver.
I mean, the only other seats, of course, was open was, I mean, it's either stay close to Zhongli or kind of stay far away.
After I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr.
And of course, you're going to leave kind of basically the head of the table for, you know,
That
the one who
sounds like
planned
would
it, Hu
make a
Tao.
little safer to eat.
So,
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
Director Hu.
Hu-Tao was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba?
Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant.
Aw, Goba's
Lots of
adorable.
people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao,
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being.
Alright, let's listen to Zhongli talk our ears off.
Huh? Hu-Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important.
I hit my mic again.
Maybe
I keep hitting my mic at times, and I don't think it goes through, but I say it, so you're obviously going
She
to
didn't
know.
clarify. And as her
And yes, of
subordinate,
course, the
I
mic
couldn't
smacks my
just pry
face,
into the
so that's
details,
lovely.
could I?
Suddenly the restaurant burst open as if it was hit by a hurricane. I wonder who it is.
We're not late to the party, right?
Whoa, I thought she was right next to us. Did she move real fast? Oh, Xiao Xiao! Hey Xiao, how you doing?
Just in time.
I can't believe he came. Like, he came to something where there's humans. Huh? Huh? Oh, he's like, oh.
I see. So the important guest is the conqueror of demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
He has to pretend like he doesn't know him. Xiao knows him.
What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals.
That's right, he has
but
to
also
pretend.
The protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed.
I feel like Xiao's over here fanboying, kind of just being. I'm sorry. What? What? I can't.
It's almost Lantern Rite, yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Huh. Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
Wait, was that it? Or was that code? Was that code?
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang. Sir.
Maybe that was code.
Goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent.
Xiao's over here just like, he's complimenting me. Rex Lapis. No need for formalities. We're old friends. We're friends.
Right. You two sit together.
Okay.
You should take a seat too, director.
Oh, finally remembered me. When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing.
Wait, but we have one seat open.
Wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Pleasant. You all cautiously. Oh my goodness.
The person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
How'd you find Xiao Xiao? I mean, how'd you even get to meet him? He doesn't show his face to humans.
That's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
We're friends with everyone, Chongyun.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror.
That's right, because they both would dispel like
evil together.
I was about to say dispelling evil.
And from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons.
Oh, you can't even make eye contact. That's so adorable. Like he's looking up and down.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance.
That was a man of very few words.
Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Ahem.
Oh, that's right. Doesn't Chongyun kind of have a little bit of a to Xiao because it's like, you know, we exorcists are important.
I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
When was that? My brain is blanking out.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Zhongli and Chongyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa.
I just remember like Chung Yoon's like voice line about Xiao. That's why I was like, that's why Xing Shou said that. I like how they're hinting to stuff about like information about them too.
Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated happy Lantern Rite.
Ove, oive. Belated isn't the right word to use here.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon.
Well, you ain't that fancy to go for the fancy word.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere.
Okay, I'm worried about why do we have like one seat open?
Eggshells? Hiya.
Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
We standing? Oh, we get to finally hear claps in this game. Well, claps like that.
Acting skills,
That was different. Was it?
For me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some
I get paid.
As the one who
Just imagine it's just like, I get paid.
It goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Thank you, Director Who.
Kind of self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did it.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Not long ago at Wang Shuin. Again. Wow, you guys seem to love Wang Shuin.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn. Hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
She's just pestering him until he came out.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there
Yep.
something you need?
Why are they always showing us bits and pieces, like the little fragments? I don't like that.
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
What? He's like, there might be other reasons. What?
There's more to it?
Who doesn't know about Zhongli?
I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
Oh.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death.
That detail on that crabby looking mighty fine.
The Millelith fought valiantly, and Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
Does nobody ask how he can like how he knows like almost every information on every topic in the world?
Quite a while to actually convince
Even
him.
very, very old records. Like he's remembered everything. Because there's a certain capacity that humans can remember up to. It's normal. Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
He's always worried about his karma.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power.
Pyro,
Besides,
Hydro,
it'll only be for a short while
Pyro,
as we die
Geo,
together. There won't
Animo.
be any lasting consequences.
We're missing a few.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
Xiao is just like me. 4 or 5 people, this is too much. I can't do this no more. Oh my god. No, is this 6? Is this 6? Too much.
Yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same.
Yes, it is. Now shush, Shungyun. He's giving you a compliment.
Did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
What?
What? What do you mean?
Chongyun, I saw that too.
Hey, if I don't want to eat carrots, I don't want to eat carrots.
Here today, he hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
Oh, I'm remembering that one little time where like Guoba ran up when he saw Zhongli. It was so adorable. You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay?
I'm doing fine.
He's a man of few words.
Before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend.
Not long ago.
Things have been a lot more stable than before.
That's an old friend?
You should know him. He's...
Is it Venti? It's Venti. I already know it's Venti. Huh? The wind?
Seeds of story.
Yeah, it's Venti. I know that voice. I know that voice.
And cultivated by time.
What?
Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying?
Yes.
That voice. Could it be?
It must be. The silence.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli.
Until we were like, I heard you have food in here. Zhao. Isn't that what Venti says before his attack thing? I'm coming in or something. He says something. Oh, that's when you equip on your team, I think.
Let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Who let you cross the border? Oh, I see. It's you, Zhongli. Huh?
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends.
Oh my gosh, they met. These two people. Oh gosh.
Come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here.
Yep.
Whoa, these dishes look amazing.
Is it really okay for you barged in, dude? I heard you got food. I'm kind of hungry. I'm just saying. I've been eating apples for a while now. Oh wait, you two met?
Isn't this Genu?
Oh wait.
Genu?
Oh no. That's right. From Inazuma. Oh no, he's gonna give Xingqiu's pen name away.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you?
Yeah, Venti, don't.
Like novel convention.
Don't spoil. Spoil what? Don't give away.
There'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
That smirk! Venti's smirk! He's over here just like, hey, now you can't throw a mountain at me like you used to. Looks like Xiao knows him too.
Yes.
Yes. He's like, oh no.
Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago.
The slow turn to him.
To run into this
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember?
That's right. Xiao will know him as the animal god.
Go around singing wherever they
And
like.
so Xiao's like,
Right.
when
And
you,
this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh.
when,
It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Xiao was kind of bad at lying.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it was. I see.
I understand now too.
We'll let you back in, Liu Wei.
I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
Oh, that's funny. An adeptus in disguise. Xiao's over here like, oh no, she's gonna figure it out.
Xiao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
No, no, no.
Sorry, I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I never studied on how to identify an Adeptus 101. Paimon!
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along.
Huh?
Remember? You know who Zhongli is. We know who he is.
Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's pretty normal for him to not know anything.
Yeah.
Really?
Eh?
Actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before.
Oh, Venti, no.
The tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Oh, Venti is judging
Now that
him.
you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed.
Oh my gosh, I can hear the tone of where he's kind of like angry and just gonna butt heads with Zhongli.
That went, the old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
I wish they both like their flowers.
It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
Zhongli's over here like, please don't make friends. Please don't be friends. Please don't be friends. I can only handle one of you guys at a time. Yeah, he's like, I can only handle one of you at a time. Oh, Xiao's getting jealous. He's like, I thought you could only have a limited number of friends. Why are you talking to get more friends? You're making friends with a human. Wait, no, he wouldn't be like that. He'd probably be like,
literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
It's not.
Someone's right. It's not our fault.
Paimon, watch and learn from Xiao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point.
You have a point. Get better at your ugly nicknames, Paimon.
Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
Huh? But the music festival wasn't planned beforehand.
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you. You must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Oh, Zhongli knows it was him. He just didn't listen.
Lantern Rite comes around,
Oh my goodness. He was out there, wasn't he? Being like, hey, let me in. I'm out here. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. He's not gonna let me in. He's ignoring me. Whoosh, whoosh. Everybody hear me so I can come in. I'm Xiao's friend. Ooh, food.
This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating.
Zhongli is so hardly diverting it.
At the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli.
Just like, don't intervene.
Exactly what I wanted to say.
Zhao would obviously know the rivalry between them.
We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt. But since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too.
Ooh.
Thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
Zhao!
What's with the urgency?
Are you done eating? Wanna head out for a walk?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Yes.
Paimon will come too.
You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
I don't think I can leave you if I wanted to, Paimon. You're the only way I can even leave the game. Oh my goodness.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
You don't have to play with me.
No such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise.
Oh my goodness.
I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Venti is butting heads with him so hard. I'm kind of here for it, not gonna lie.
Are you alright?
I should be the one asking you that. Yep.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this?
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
I understand it's all Venti's fault?
No. I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity? I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do.
You don't have to be like them.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come.
Mental preparations,
oh. The guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise.
Xiao is breaking out of his antisocial mold. He is trying. And I'm here for it.
But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him.
Yo, General Capisis was just into, like, avant fashion. That's it. He's into high fashion.
Now was also designed by General Capisis himself. I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Wait, he's wearing something that General Capisis made, and now? How is that inconvenient to wear? Like, dude, what he's wearing is so easy going, like, fighting it and moving in.
Hotel saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. Sounds like she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanxiao made.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, don't pull any lemniscatic wind cyclings on us. I can't say that.
Anyway, let's head back.
Don't start going through the air like, wee, wee, wee.
There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Oh my god, Xiao love almond tofu.
Since the Masterful Chef's competition,
I see Xiao as a baby.
Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest.
I see Xiao as like a little baby. I used to call him Pepe Xiao. Mostly with my friends, but Pepe Xiao.
And asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support.
The almond tofu is a dessert. Tofu doesn't really sound like a dessert, but you know. Aww. Aww, Squibble remembers Xiao. Thank you, Zhongli and Guoba.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to...
Ahem.
I'll take them.
I'll take them.
Thank you. And Guoba too.
He's trying his best to break out of the mold and shell. It's adorable.
Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Zhongli, just give it to me and I'll give you a full essay. Full essay. I'll be one of those like food reviewers.
We can't keep Paimon waiting.
I feel like Zhongli would be a good food reviewer just because like he's someone who will be kind of impartial, so he won't put his taste or feelings into it, you know? Sometimes I don't like some things about reviews because it's not what be their taste and they would slander something. But you know, people still, you know. We're back. Oh, they're far away from each other now. He is staring at the wall. Zhongli would rather stare at the wall than talk to Venti. We were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time.
How could you say that to Paimon?
You have no sense of time.
In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Xiao's over here just like not falling for Paimon's trap. He's like, I got my almond tofu, I'm fine. I'll split with the traveler if you eat the dessert, so, you know. Do I have to be more like Hu Tao, Paimon?
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
You don't have a plate in your hand.
Even though we're all well acquainted,
You're going away from the food.
I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope.
Why is Venti get scared? Nope. Oh.
Good luck will be on our
Oh.
side. That's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all.
Is that why he's been there? Oh my gosh, he's so much taller than everyone here.
And prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli.
Why are you doing the ace attorney point?
Very familiar with the details of his past deeds,
Uh-huh.
but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener.
Uh-huh.
For a bard who has traveled all across the world.
That was like, they're fighting again, aren't they?
Form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
When it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest.
Ooh.
I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone.
You're gonna nominate me?
I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
That's much better. I don't want to be anything with fire.
That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss.
I know I ain't gonna get a pay raise.
The most distinguished guest
Or an
here.
early paycheck.
As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at
My
all.
paycheck already goes into the bank no matter what I do.
People full of delicacies. How about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Oh my gosh, someone do the honors.
Is this really the way this works?
Let Xiao do the honors. He has never been here before.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the
the synchronization.
only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why you guys keep doing the ace attorney point?
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again?
We are, because Venti opened up his mouth.
Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the
He's like, what, me?
guilds in Liyue Harbor.
That's the clapping only coming from Chongyun. Don't get me involved in this. Oh, they're all clapping now.
Young master lighting the incense. We're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
Venti, I want him.
That's not how it works.
I want him.
Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun.
You clapped when they chose me, so I'm putting it onto you now.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Chongyun, quick, nominate Xiao.
When we have the Conqueror of Demons.
There we go.
Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today.
He's
I am
the
most
youngest.
certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is he going to say Zhongli? He's probably going to say it's
You should
a...
all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
I knew it. It's going to fall on us. Wait, don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
The smirks! The smirks! No, Chongyun, don't join!
Oh, that's right.
Paimon, I'll set you in there on fire.
Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people.
Set you on fire? You suggest I go by fire.
No,
Wait.
Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
Take a look in the mirror.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest? Oh, well, that was unexpected.
Did I just compliment her? You're not the most extinguished.
Paimon's just the one we need. Without
Quick, throw it on someone else.
by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome.
I mean, that's true, but sometimes Paimon doesn't help.
To brighten up the atmosphere,
Like at all.
along the way will become lively and vibrant.
At all.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised like that.
Well, take the praise. I ain't gonna do it ever again after this.
Those were genuine compliments, right?
Of course. You're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you.
I sounded so sarcastic. Zhong's about to break his neck staring at you. So small.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
You always tease oh my gosh, tease Chongyun.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
I feel like what was more importante.
Agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Wow. Amidst everyone's laughter and applause, Paimon clumsily lights the incense. You all have a relaxed heart-to-heart chat all the way until nightfall. Now that everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea, it's time to say goodbye. After like that whole sequence and everything, dinner, Lantern Rite always makes me so happy. I love the Lantern Rite. Has to be one of my favorite events in Genshin. It's basically like the game rewarding you for just playing it for just how long you have, especially if you're like an old veteran of a player. The amount of times going through the Lantern Rite and seeing how each year it just changes, it just feels like, you know, it's still the same thing, Lantern Rite, but it always feels new somehow, always feels refreshed. And if you're a new player, it's totally new and a different experience, which I feel like might also give you feeling some nostalgia for the game, even though if you've even just started. And it just connects again, the old and the new. I feel like every single year, whenever they have the Lantern Rite, it feels like when it just start playing the game, that's what I feel like. If somebody were to ask me, what is the best way to be like, oh yeah, this is what Genshin is? And I'd probably be like, look at any of the Lantern Rite festivals. Like, you don't even have to know the characters or anything, but the overall message, the meanings, and how they portray everything. Look at any of the Lantern Rites, and I promise you, that is what Genshin is. Thanks for the treat, Director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time.
Alright, I will.
Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you
Dang.
know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
The crooks? I will.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye.
Bye, Venti.
We should write poetry together sometime.
There he goes.
We'll catch you all later then.
Bye.
Don't forget to return to the parlor later.
They showed all the 4 stars. They showed all the 4 stars.
See you later.
Bye.
Well then,
Rex Lapis.
just Zhongli will do.
Aww.
I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin
Why does
work at
someone want to
sunrise
join my
and
world?
retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority
An
as
Ito.
Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Xiao.
Heaven forbid.
Adeptus Xiao. Let's stop teasing him now.
I meant what I said.
He's like, you
I
can't.
heard that during the
You're
Lantern
higher
Rite
than me.
music festival,
Rex
you
Lapis.
conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya. I learned a
Soraya?
few things about her research topic.
Why does she sound familiar?
From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth.
Soraya.
But there
Something
are
is
multiple
popping in my
sides to
brain.
humans and gods alike.
It's like a fuzzy memory.
In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Xiao and
Oh,
Venti,
younger adepti.
those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to
It's
close
father and
companions.
son.
This was as true back then
Aw.
as it is right now. Just how Xiao may seem unapproachable to most, but the traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much
You
on
always
certain
knew
things.
he wasn't approachable, Zhongli.
Rex Zhongli. What you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, Zhongli.
Bye, Zhongli. Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side.
Yep.
No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
I'll play along. It's fun to play along. I'm afraid there'll be a lot to ask of you in the future, too. Most distinguished Paimon.
Good that you're aware of that. Xiao, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave.
I see the lanterns in the background
events of today
flying.
occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you next time then.
Oh, he disappeared. I forgot he disappears just like that. That was the end of the story of Lantern Rite. A beautiful way and a beautiful story for an amazing event. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this Lantern Rite event video, finishing the story. Still got a little other things to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!